the K-hole. Who hasn't been talking to no one for 15 minutes because my microphone wasn't turned on? Son of a motherfucking whore. Whore, fuck, shit, damn. That's definitely not going to get me any money on YouTube, but it's rightfully so I say these things. Or I'm just a grifter that just wants you to laugh at me and make me feel good. But I had a solid 15 minutes there. But it's all right. Welcome back to the show. Sorry for the delay in uploads. We had a banger of an episode last week, but as you're seeing now, we some reason can't turn the microphones on when we record. We don't turn the thing on that makes people hear us when we make videos. My eyes started twitching right there. The eyes twitching. It's the technology. It also could just be I've had a bad week with technology. That's all I do is technology at work, but not even like the fun kind, like the one where you just kind of just touch, kind of like they have with like chimpanzees that are in like sanctuaries where they like teach them shit and they're like, and then for my treat, instead of a fun little Nutrifilled little grain ball, I get fucking fast food that's gonna make me die probably 10 years earlier. But you know, that's what's going on over here. That's what's going on over the Nautica side. Yeah, I knew y'all saw this shit. Good little thrift find. Good little thrift find. Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody say fanny pack? Fanny pack. Actually, a very deep sized fanny pack. It's like can swallow my whole arm. For all you pharmaceutical merchants of the streets, could probably fit a Glock with a dick on it. If you're looking into the looking to get your jacket game up. I know it's the off season. Well, it's kind of rainy. It's more of just like an insulation kind of deal. But I definitely don't think it's waterproof. Yeah. That's thrifting. We've been thrifting recently, and taking advantage of the poor is even better when it's the items that are made for the poor. Yeah. It's pretty good. I do enjoy the free market system, especially old people in free market system. They have all of this garbage just stockpiled in their house. But once you take the garbage out of the house and put it into a little shack, then it's okay to have stuff. You can have stuff at that point. You're allowed to. Because arguably, you should be buying stuff from flea markets rather than malls. No peddler's mall I've ever been in has goons swarming the food court. There's just questionably racist people with Vietnam vet hats and grannies that have an online shopping addiction, which kind of makes the goons sound better. Because I do enjoy watching them walk past the just a pack of hooligans just walking past the shoe cleaner hut. And they just have the, hey, yo, what's up, man? Come let me holla at you. And it's just four dudes. One of them's probably got some dusty Air Force Ones on, so he's immediately getting flamed. And then after that, his bourbon chicken kind of starts reacting a little poorly with his insides. And that's how you end up on the news, I guess. Just 99% of all mall shootings are just people with an upset stomach. That the bathrooms are just so goddamn far away from everything else. Like the food court bathroom should be no more than 15 paces away from where I'm sitting. Like, yeah, I want 5 different types of Chinese food, but I want to have somewhere to go where I go eat at the Cajun restaurant that's oddly owned and operated by a bunch of Albanians. But it's the Albanians, the gypsies, or I can't come up with the word. Chameleons. There we go. The chameleons of Europe. And just shapeshift into whatever makes them a few bucks. Ugh. God, the mall. I do enjoy the mall. American pastime that's slowly going out of business. Thanks to old Jeffrey and his one-day shipping of $5. Only if you have a Prime subscription. Not good. But been a lot of Pope news and Catholic talking the news cycle recently. Old Pope Leo the 14th. And this is one of those things where knowing Roman numerals helps, but it doesn't really matter because I did have to look at them and then count on my fingers. I know that sounds completely just the most insane thing you've heard, but I don't know, dude. Like, I see the X, so I'm in like, there's 10. And then it takes me a second to realize or remember, really, is it the number in the front or the back that does the subtracting? I don't know. That's why your language is dead. Like, no one speaks Latin anymore. Lil bro, catch up. What's up with these goofy numbers? We have, what is it? Real numbers? Scientists discovered real and fake numbers, and we're still just drawing like fucking monkeys. Like, what's wrong with 23 or 14? Why does it have to be X triple X 113? Like, the only time I should ever see a Roman numeral really is just on a sick ass chest tat or something. I don't know. Like, you got like slime money and then like Roman numerals birth date. That's hard. But Pope Leo, he's from the rack, from the H town, Chi town. Sorry, look at me. I can't even code switch in private correctly. But yeah, Chicago. I think Chicago's gonna have another good few years. I think 2012, Chief Keef made, I don't know, Chicago, I guess, gang life cool for suburban people to follow. I don't know who really knows, but I think there'll be another good 10 years, I think, of streamers going to the slums of Chicago and just making content on these clearly afflicted people that just can't catch a break, but get old fucking, what's the dickhead? Oh my god. What's his name? Birmingham something or whether. I saw Brandon Cunningham, that's his name. I saw him geetered up, laying on some couch, just in a full Nike tech, like he's doing a fucking Halloween costume, just perked out. And I was like, damn. Why did he not smoke it? What is he popping the perk for in Chicago? I don't know. I made it differently. I would have done it differently. But, I digress. Back to the Pope, I guess. Because I guess you can't ever stop talking about it. They keep having good elections. Who's going to storm the the Pope headquarters? Why are we not storming the Pope headquarters? Why are we... QAnon needs to have a few drops where they're just like, that Pope, that's where the pizzas are coming from. That's where the pizza gates are happening, is in the Vatican. I think the last time that old Pope Leo was in Chicago in '86 was the last time the Bears won the Super Bowl. And there will definitely be a Leo the 15th by the next time they win one, because the Bears are not the best. I don't even follow NFL like that like I used to after I got rid of my Cam Newton dabbing clear iPhone case, because I had that shit on me on my iPhone type 5C green, slime green actually. Ugh. Just the greenest thing you've ever seen. It's kind of like these walls, but a little darker, because iPhone loves that matte, nasty, like deep dark color. Not saying there's an issue with deep dark colors. Huge fan of deep dark colors here on the Down the K-Hole podcast. But that's what's been going up with us, really. Just had that episode that kind of flopped. Pope happened. I got my drip on, Nautica wear, water sport. Put that thing in sport. Shoddy bad. Insert whatever Takeoff said there before he had to take off. All right, come on, guys. What are we doing here? What's that time looking like there? What do we got going here? Can't believe I've already run out of things to say. 13 minutes. Funny thing, 13 minutes, 13th reason. What if I just killed myself? No, what are we doing here? I'll have to bleep that. I don't know what YouTube has against saying you're going to commit suicide. Probably don't like it, I'd have to say. Once again, if you have to figure it out, fucking old Mark Zuckerberg probably will have to have the say in it. Who knows? He's probably too busy wigger maxing. Oh my god, he looks like I think the stylist or whoever brought that and was like, all right, to get back in good with the conservatives and get back in the White House, you're gonna have to start looking like with a mixture of like Justin Bieber and like 2013 swag mixed with like the slightest bit of like drill, I think. And that's what we're gonna do. Because that's an insane that's hitting a few demographics right there. Because the fit, I mean, he's going white boy crazy, yes. It's the drip and the black shirt. The black shirt with the ice is a staple of a, I don't know, a white fella that thinks he's got it like that. And it's sweet, maybe, some could say. But it's still, at the end of the day, the hair. Because all I ever see is him in that Senate committee hearing with his glass of water like this, and as he just in the most uncomfortable way possible just takes a nice little sip of water and then just starts mouth breathing in into the camera on fucking C-SPAN. I could like and you can almost see how tiny his cute little finger, his little coating fingers are, just as they like are gripped around the glass, shaking. Which I'm not gonna discredit the man. You put me up in front of Congress or the Senate for literally anything, I couldn't have even done anything. I'm still shaking in my boots because those guys don't care. They just got a bag off of whatever insider trading, and they're just here until they have recess. And then they go down the street to Pizzagate and they eat children. You know what I'm saying? Just normal things like that. But what a real bore I am. I wish we had some. I wish I had my foul. Just a little touch. His seat's barren, but it's still. It holds a spirit. You can't hold that spirit in, ladies and gentlemen. But the big man announced he's hitting the books. He's going off to better himself in a 4-year degree at the University of Ohio, the Ohio State. Actually, I have no idea, but he's hitting the uni. That's something we're looking forward to here at the K-Hole Production Studio. That someday maybe we can have someone intelligent on here. Someone that just doesn't skim Wikipedia and Google AI, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, because does the information really matter? Or does any of it really matter? Does it? And then that's where I transition into a YouTube video essay on nihilism in modern media. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a fun time? Me horribly copy pasting just a script from AI. Of course, that's probably how I'd do it. I'd AI it because far too many commas and periods for my taste in an essay. Fuck a 3.8 while we're at it. But yeah, I don't know how to indent. Indenting, I know you hit tab, but at one point, whenever I feel like it, whenever it looks good, because that's what I used to do, is that I would look around the classroom and I would be like, all right, these motherfuckers aren't just writing entire pages of words. They're like skipping lines and stuff, which just seems kind of stupid. Back to the whole like fancy like X's and the I's. What if we just wrote the numbers? What if we just wrote the words how they appear in our head? And that thought right there, I didn't even have to do ayahuasca for. That's just off dome K-Hole production. Genius. I haven't done a solo cast in a while. I think this is the third one we did. First one was it was on Derby Day last year. Almost a year ago. Didn't know who won it then. Don't know who won it now. I had a pretty fun Rose hat on. That was a fun little 5-minute quick tips and crafts. Until they found the grenade that was under it, and I somehow turned the northwestern corner of the library into what could have come out of a Palestinian-Israel just street photographer. But, you know. I just wanted Sigmund Freud to win the or what's a good horse name? We'll come up with a horse name real quick. So I think what you really have to do is you look around your room or whatever room you're in, you find an object. Maybe we'll go pointer finger chair, but it has to kind of make sense, but also look good on paper. I feel like whenever I go and I bet on the horses, I like to see what the words look like on paper, because if they use like the root words or maybe what is it like a suffix of like ph, I don't like that because that's not true. Because ph is sometimes silent or makes an f sound or a p sound. I don't like that. That's not upfront. That's not standing on business. That's using two letters to make a sound. Why can't all my sounds come from one letter? Why do the letters combined make other sounds? And now I'm just questioning just modern communication and speech. But that's what the solo pod turns into. I don't know. That's crazy. It could be the Nautica wear I'm wearing. There could just be asbestos in this, and I'm moments from death. But the show must go on. And if the show goes on for much longer, my mouth and everything I have to talk about will be completely dry and void of anything funny. Did you know Kyle told me this week that I could run through a door backwards? Like Wreck-It Ralph? I know I've hide it pretty well here, but I have the humpback of like, not even like of Notre Dame, but like a shelf. Think of like a hallway shelf, you know, like you would put in a mud room, right? With your jackets and your umbrellas and whatnot and your shoes, yeah. How they kind of have that little top shelf that kind of protrudes from the wall and then kind of slenderly goes down against it. Yeah, that's how I'm built. And for the longevity of my neck and head, I don't know what that'll look like. But now, I mean, how else am I supposed to play video games and look at my phone? Or when I could just go to the chiropractor every 3 months and pay $25 and have a short-term fix, huh? Why don't I just do that? Or, you know, maybe while I'm at the chiropractor, I DoorDash, right? But I don't pay for the DoorDash on that day. 4 separate payments. Yeah, that's who the fuck you're dealing with. That's me, all right? It's been a lovely installment of Down the K-Hole. I think this will be 23 or 22. Still here. We're still doing it. Episode 23, 25 minutes long. I think we got 4 minutes left in us. There's no ad breaks, of course, because this show is not funded by anyone, much like PBS. Get fucked public broadcasting station. I don't know what Trump was doing about that, because more and more people are starting to not know who Bob Ross is, and that's a problem. PBS told me who Bob Ross is and told me it was okay to make mistakes sometimes. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Some things just don't matter. What that bird looks like? Why that family of 3 won't stop yelling from the back of the bus? Oh, my bag broke. Why is my son running off the bus and I'm still on it? It's just stuff like that. But here, Down the K-Hole, we hope and wish you a wonderful, wonderful week.